Mic check. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm not starting it again. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another file/episode of A Dose of Humor podcast. We are your hosts.
I'm Jen.
And I am Emma. Sorry. I am... Welcome.
Welcome. I was waiting for you to finish talking.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new.
Welcome. Yeah, I
Happy
feel a little...
Sunday.
Happy... Yeah.
We're back.
I'm a little...
Yeah.
Situation's a little
We're
weird
back
today.
to our normal
Recording
scheduling.
day.
Yeah. It's just, it's earlier than usual.
Yeah. And I think I'm all over the place right now. Like, I don't feel... I'm too close to her right now, and I feel very... I don't know. Anyways,
You feel very what?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
We're a little off right now because it's a little way too early for us.
It is. And there's so much light going on too. Everything's so bright.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. So
yeah, it's usually...
Bear with us. Bear with me, because I feel like I'm the weirdo. It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, so yeah. Hi guys. Hi.
How's everyone doing? Oh, that's good.
I can't. Oh my god. I'm all dodging out today. I wasn't gonna wear anything actually. I was gonna wear another shirt.
She was gonna come naked, guys.
Yeah, no. I was gonna wear another shirt, and I was like, obviously I'm not gonna wear my beanie.
If you wore that shirt that you were gonna say, I mean,
another shirt.
Yeah.
I was just gonna take everything. Like, I wasn't gonna do the sweater or
off.
the beanie. And then you were like, oh, you're gonna use the beanie, and I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? We all dodged it out today.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not, but yeah.
I am. But yeah, I was gonna say, how was your week? How was your weekend? But I mean, we already talked about that, and I don't really want to hear it again. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it again.
I don't either, but not like that. Like, I'm just like, dude, we already know.
Yeah, exactly.
Even before the weekend comes, we already know. But how was your Saturday? I low-key how was your day yesterday? Because I was like, what day is it?
Well, yeah, yesterday. No, it was good. It was I actually forgot what I did yesterday. No, it was good. I mean, I was dealing with our video that came out last week, and yeah, it was a whole lot of mess.
Yeah.
It took me hours to fix, or I don't know. It was just a whole mess.
It was just the uploading to where we edit.
Usually
it was a mess.
It was, yeah.
It's always something. I feel like we're always complaining about it too. It's like, what, your watch?
My watch, yeah. Oh. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, we were talking about the editing and how we were gonna edit because of where we usually edit.
I almost told her, let's not post anything.
Can't do that.
I know we can't.
Can't do that. It can't start slacking.
I mean,
if y'all get they've gotten a low quality video, and they've gotten what happened?
I don't know. Just looking.
Oh, don't scare me.
Sorry. Everything has been updated,
and it's a little different. It's
a little off right now.
Yeah.
What's new?
Exactly. No, but I feel like I don't even know what I was saying anymore. I forgot.
I mean, but yeah, so yesterday was crazy. Not crazy, but it was a little stressful during the day, and then I was supposed to dye my hair, and then clearly you can see all my roots. But whatever, who gives a shit,
You should
right?
be the one wearing a beanie if you're that's
exactly. You know, whatever. I mean, I dye my hair every 2 months now instead of every 6 weeks. Yeah, so yesterday I was supposed to dye my hair, and then I went out with my cousins. Oh, because we had a birthday party, a kid's birthday party. So I was with my cousins because we had a kid's birthday party. So I was there, and we were supposed to be there at 6 o'clock, and I was there at 7 o'clock because I was debating if I wanted to dye my hair at 4 o'clock. My cousin's like, don't do it. Just, you don't need it.
I like how you were debating, and yet you still didn't do it.
I said, okay, F it, I'll do it when I get home, right? I was like, the party's from 6 to 9. And then I said, all right. So then we were supposed to go to my cousin's best friend's house after the party. So that's where we went. And we were supposed to go drinking. Obviously, I didn't drink. But then we were all chilling, and I didn't get home till, 1 o'clock? A little past 1?
Well, you texted me, it was 2 in the morning. I saw the text, and I was like, She just got home? She crazy. She wildin'. I was like, that must have been a wild little kid's party. Because she told me she was going to a kid's party. So I was like, that must have been, them kids must have been wired on candy or like some sweets. Because I'm like.
And so where we went, actually, it was pretty cool. It was, I forgot the name of it, somewhere in San Dimas, you guys, but it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I should have my daughter's.
What is it?
It's, they have like games. They have trampolines there. They have all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so yeah. And then I said, you know what? I'll just wake up early to do my hair. I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m.
When she got home at 2 a.m.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's fine. And because actually when I came home, I went to work on our, I worked on our video because she messed up on something. So I was like, okay, I'll just fix it. It's fine. It was an easy fix, right? But anyways, yeah. And then I said, okay, well, I'm going to just wake up early. I set my alarm at 7. She texted me at 7. I'm like, dude, my alarm hasn't gone off yet.
Whoops. I didn't text you at 7. It was almost 7:20.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right.
It was almost 7:20.
Yeah.
But she was like, I'm still in bed. I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
and I was going to go back to sleep. And
I knew because I looked at the time of, that's why I was like, I knew it was 2 a.m. when you texted me because I looked at the time and I was like, is she sure she wants me to get here at 9 a.m. or 9:30? Because I was like, I mean, I can. I mean, I was up at 6:45. I was like, I was ready to go. Not ready to go, literally. But I was like, I'm ready to go whenever, you know. And then I was like, are you sure? I texted her and I said, are you sure you want me to be there that early?
Just be here at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And I
was like, I can just lay in bed until then. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and she was supposed to dye her hair this morning.
I was supposed to dye my hair at 7 o'clock, and then clearly the roots are still there.
Doesn't look bad. She's just.
I'm very anal, especially now that my hair is red. Like, I'm very, very, very anal about it. Everyone knows that.
Then you're gonna end up dyeing it every like week because your hair grows fast.
I know, you guys. My hair grows literally like a day.
Yeah. Not exactly.
Not literally,
yeah, it's like
she knows what I mean.
Yeah. Whoa. My bad.
She knows what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
oh, God.
How was yours day yesterday?
I went to work.
I almost thought I was gonna go meet her at work to drop off the stuff because I was having difficulties.
She was having difficulties, and then I'm not mad or I'm not like what I'm gonna say. I'm like, don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it the wrong way.
You know, I never take.
But no, but I'm just saying because
she don't know.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I have a disclaimer because people are gonna be like, oh, she's over there being hostile. I'm not. But if she would have uploaded our video a little earlier, I would have been able to get everything done a little earlier, and I wouldn't have been. Yes.
Well, because I had a pedicure at 11:30.
No, but even before 11.
11:30.
I said before.
I was trying.
Oh God. Oh,
no,
and when so that whole thing was a mess.
No, when I woke up, from the time I woke up Saturday morning, I started it.
You should just. Whatever. I'm like, you should have just put. I was about to put whatever, but no. So from Friday leaving here, I got home at 12, a little past 12. I didn't go to sleep till almost 1 o'clock.
I know
because
we were texting.
I couldn't fall asleep. I don't know. Once I got home, I was really really tired. Obviously I was exhausted, but I got home and I couldn't fall asleep. So I was just laying in bed, and then my little brother was playing his video games with his friends. So then I went over and I was like, okay, if I fall asleep in your bed, I fall asleep in your bed. But, and he was just, he was playing, and I was like, okay. Then I started kind of like dozing off, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to my bed. So when I went to my bed, I literally was like, I put my phone on the side. I was like, and then I put my phone to the side, and I was like, I forgot to put my alarm, so I had to so I was like, if I don't put my alarms, I'm gonna oversleep. Oversleep.
Definitely, especially you got home late.
Yeah, so then
and it was already late.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure I fell asleep around 1, a little, maybe even past 1, and my alarm went off at 5:50. I didn't get out of bed till 6, and I left my house at 6:20 to go to work. Yeah, I know. And then, I got to work, I worked, whatever. And then after work, so that's where I was like, I got something to tell you. So it was funny.
Go on with your bad self, girl.
I have a little story.
I'm a little scared to hear it.
It's not bad. It was just, it's me and my awkwardness.
I don't know what to expect.
It's just me and my awkwardness. That's what it is. So So my mom called me before I left. So after we got off FaceTime the last time, when I was already in my car, you know how we were talking when I was leaving. So when we hung up, I texted Brenda. I was like, ask grandma if she needs anything before, because they love to text me when I'm already on the freeway, and I'm like, once I'm on the freeway, I'm not getting out of my car to go to the store. I ain't going nowhere. So I'm like, no. I hate it with a passion. So I texted Brenda and I was like, hey, I'm about to leave. I didn't eat lunch at work, so I was eating in my car because I was like, I'm gonna eat before I go home.
Oh, I remember you said you were gonna warm up your car when you clock out and stuff.
Yeah, so my food.
I mean,
I knew what you meant. So I was eating, and then I was like, okay, well, I wanted to go to the gym. So I was like, okay, so I texted Brenda and I was like, all right, if I go to the gym around work, I'm like, after I can go pick up whatever it is that if they need anything. So I texted her and she was like, no, we don't need anything. Okay, fine. So I was like, okay, I need to go get my steps in at the gym. So I was like, I went to the gym. I was there for like 35 minutes. Yeah.
You did tell me that you were going to go, but
yeah, I had already, because at work, I had gone out for a walk during my break. And I think I went out during my lunch for like maybe like around the block, just around the block. I was like, okay. So then when I looked at my steps, I was like, I was already kind of, up there. So I was like, I don't need to do that much. I'm like, I still got the rest of the day. I still got to go home and walk Luna. So I'm like, whatever.
You still have a lot of time.
So, but I still wanted to make sure that I was going to hit, the target.
The number, yeah.
Yeah. So,
the goal.
Yeah, so I went to the gym and I just walked on the treadmill for a bit and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm leaving. I got my workout in. This is a workout, whatever. So I went home. So when I was leaving, I texted them again. So I said, are you guys sure we don't need anything before I leave? I'm like, because once I get on the freeway, I am not going to no damn store. So my mom calls me and she was like, hey, I need it. She like gave me like 2 or 3 things she needed. I was like, okay. So I go to the store and it's always something with me, always. So every single time I go to the store, it don't matter where I'm going. If I'm alone, I have my AirPods on. I have my AirPods on, or one AirPod. I'm not, I need to be aware. So I have one AirPod on. I'm listening to music, or I'm on the phone with Brenda. Like, okay. I literally, like, I'm always like, I don't want people to approach me. I don't want to look approachable. Like, the less interaction I can have with a human, the better. So, so I walked into the store. I grabbed what I needed to grab, and I saw like the actual like self-checkout was closed, and I saw like the checkout, they only had 2 registers, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I stood in line, and there was a pretty long line. So I'm standing there, and then I guess they just had, I don't know if they were rebooting like the self-checkouts. I don't know, because then afterwards they were like, oh, they're open now. So then I was walking over, and this guy, like, he didn't bump into me, but like, might as well have, like, he like passed so fast that I was like, what in the, and I mean, Emma being Emma can never stay quiet. Emma can never just be like, so I literally said, excuse you. Oh my God. So when I tell you, he turned around, I was a little scared for my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a little scared for my life. He turned around and he was like, what? And I literally went, so he had a cart, right? Like, so he had to put like an actual pushing cart, and I'm sorry, I feel like there's a hair on my lip. So the guy, he turned around and he was like, he said, you said what? I think he said, you said what? Or he said what? Something like that. And I literally went, I was like, you almost pushed me. And then there was somebody else on, because we were in line. So there was somebody next to me. So I'm like, you almost pushed me into this person, right? And he was like, well, you should have moved. And I literally went, excuse you? At that point, I was like, oh, I had two things on each hand, right? I was like, I will drop this, and I don't care. I'm like, I really don't care. I'm like, I'm already irritated. I'm tired. I want to go home. I'm sleepy. I was like, and you're gonna try me? Not today. So I literally went, excuse, like I had my hands like this when I was in line, and as soon as he said that, I went like this. I was like, excuse me? And then he looked at, I don't know what he saw in my face. I don't know. I really don't know, because he literally just went, oh. He's like, my bad. And I was like, that's what I thought. And I should have, my bad. I have to bleep that out. But I literally said, that's what the F I thought, And he just, and I'm pretty sure my face went like red. I got really red, because I was like, first of all, you're the one pushing into me, and you're going to sit here and have the audacity to be like, what the? So he went to self-checkout. I was at self-checkout. Mofo didn't realize he had more than that a lot of shit, he had to scan it. So he was over there like huffing and puffing because he had a whole bunch of stuff to scan, and I'm sitting there like I checked out, and then I looked, and then I know. Sometimes I just need to stop. Sometimes I don't need to scoop, lower than people. But I turned around and I said, I hope you have the day you deserve. And I walked away, and I was like, Brian, no, I'm not the one. Like, I'm really not the one. And see, that's the thing. Like, I can be awkward. Like, I'll be awkward. It's like if you would have just pushed into me and
just said sorry. And
yeah, I would have been like, oh, it's cool, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to talk to you, whatever, it's fine, But no, you had the audacity to go above and beyond. Nah, I'm not the one. I'm like, I might be awkward and antisocial, but you pushed me to a point. I'm sorry, and I can go from 0 to 1,000 real quick. So don't. So yeah, and then when I got in the car, I called my mom and I was like, just because of you, I almost got in a fight at the store. And she was like, what? So when I got home, she was like, what do you mean? And I told her, and she was like, and she literally said, I mean, I know that's my problem, but she was like, yeah, but you should have stayed quiet. I was like, Emma, stay quiet? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm like, so. And then my kid told me I needed Jesus yesterday too. So
it's okay. She's gonna go to Jesus today.
She's gonna go to Jesus. I'm going to church with her today. But
she's
oh my
go
God,
to Jesus today. She's going to God's home today.
So yeah, it was. Yeah,
we'll talk about it on the next episode on how she is, because I know sometimes when I go to church,
how you is.
What the problem is, yeah. So
how I is okay. What?
So
how I am.
How you will
I'll
be
at church.
Yeah.
What do you
so
mean?
I want to talk about it after how you're going to be on Monday.
No, but you were gonna say because you.
Oh yeah, because sometimes when I go, not sometimes, almost all the time, like.
I don't feel like they're preaching to you.
No, not even that.
You.
Not even that. It's like sometimes just I don't know if like all this devil comes out of me because I just start sometimes like watery eyes.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry. I already know it. I already know. I'm an emotional mess. I already.
And then I haven't even told my son that you're going.
Ooh.
So I mean, I don't even know if he's there. I mean, my phone's over there, but so.
Wow. I'm excited.
And because I don't know if he's gonna perform at the other place, because you know how he usually.
Oh yeah.
He's probably not because he had work last night. So yeah, probably not. He's probably not gonna be there because he usually practices before
going. Yeah. Okay.
So I think he usually knows his schedule.
Did I not clean my glasses?
I know, I can see it from right here. But so like, why do people? Okay, because I'm not the type of person to do that. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm not aware of my surroundings when I do that. Why do you guys, you and whoever does it, wear your AirPods or headphones when you guys are just out somewhere?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you said, "Oh, I had my AirPods on when I was at the grocery store."
I always do.
Why? What's the purpose of that? No, real talk. I don't know.
I need it so my anxiety doesn't spike. That's why I'm like, I either have to be talking to someone on the phone, but someone that I know that I can kind of go quiet at times, like I can be, it's like someone there with me, or I have to have music, because if not, then my anxiety goes through the roof. If I can hear everything, I'm literally like, I can't.
I'm the type of person that I need to hear everything.
Oh no,
like
that's too much. I get overstimulated.
Oh, yeah, I can't ever get stimulated.
If I'm with someone, obviously I don't.
Yeah, because
because I have someone there, and it's like, and I'm not saying I need someone there, but I'm just saying like I need to be able to kind of close at least half of the noise out, because if everything's I get overstimulated. I can't do it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still aware of what's going on.
No, I'm just asking, because I don't know. I just can't. It irritates me. I'm like, I need to know and hear. I need all my senses to work.
Yeah.
Like, I know people think I'm crazy because sometimes when I'm on the freeway, I can see people from the opposite side of the freeway. Even no matter how fast I'm driving, I'll notice people from. I used to see Baby Daddy when I used to work in Long Beach. Well, not Long Beach, but there. And he works on. Well,
you guys would go opposites.
Yeah. So like, I can see him driving.
Yeah, but your vision is a little better because of your contacts. I'm blind as a bat, so I can't really.
But still, it's like I can spot someone from miles away. Yeah, like sometimes I would feel like, oh, I know, because I know people's stuff, and so I'll be like, oh, that's blah blah blah.
I mean, I can do that too, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know about seeing the person. I can see a car, like I can see the car, but not inside the car.
I know people think I'm psycho. when it comes to that. Well, it's just I have my equalizers just.
Maybe.
I mean,
I'm like, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, that's cool. I think it's cool because I'm like, well, you can, you can spot people. I don't.
And like when I told my son, because he drives stick, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, whatever. I told him, when you're driving, especially with your car, I know you want to race. You better make sure you see everything.
Everything, yeah.
I'm like, because you better sense it, like everything. Because I know I'm the type of person. Because I know when people that ride, obviously they have to have all their senses on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that's how I am with my car when I'm driving. I mean, not with my car, but when I'm driving.
Oh, I'm like that when I'm driving too. I mean,
I was like, what are you looking at?
Oh no, I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm thinking. I don't like making eye contact with people. So if I'm like you and someone looks at me, I'm like,
Oh no, I do. I have to.
I can't. So that's why I'm like, I look around.
I mean,
and
I
can spot,
feel like everyone knows that I'm like.
Oh yeah, you're that weirdo that I'm like. I will literally make a face. Like if someone I promise you, there's been times where I don't let people slow, and I'm like, you're gonna drive really slow in front of me, so I'm not letting you in. You can go behind me, but not in front of me. So then they literally will like drive right next to me, and they'll be like this. When they do that, I'll be like, I do the same thing back. But other than that, it's like if I see I'm just like, don't look at me. Then they be creepos. I live in LA, girl. There be a lot of creepy Mexicans, and I can say it because I'm Mexican. A lot of creepy Mexicans.
I can feel that too, but sometimes
I'm just like,
I have to look.
I can't. Like if I do,
because to me, if someone has to say, I have to give out a report, right? Like I need to be aware of my whole surrounding. I would need to visually tell you, like, okay, this is what I saw. This is what this person was wearing. This is what that was there. This was there. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, I mean, I could do that. I've done that too. I'm that person. I'm that weirdo that calls highway every single time there's something going on. Like I'm literally like, I'm like, okay, my phone. I think that shit's even like on my phone. Like I'm like, okay, I just passed the street. I'm on this freeway. I'm going this way. I'm this and that. I passed the street. There's this and this. The person is this. That's why I'm like, I am, but I'm not to the point where you're like, actually, look, I can't do that. That I'm like, if I make eye contact with someone that I don't want, especially if I'm trying to make eye contact with someone, like it's like someone's cutting me off or whatever, and I'm like, then obviously that's on purpose.
Yeah.
But if it's like just because, I'm like, no. I'm like, I think it's very awkward. And then I've seen people like digging in their nose and doing some random stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. I'm like, I don't want to see that. So
that's why your tint should be black and dark,
and then get more than what I've already gotten for a fix-it ticket. No, I'm straight.
That's what I wanted to do with mine.
No, I'm like, I had that and I had to fix it.
Well, because I know the person that told me to do it, he would be able to write me off. But clearly, we're not together no more. But yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I can't do that because. Yeah, I had it when I first got my tint. I had all of them the same as my back ones. Like it was all.
That's how I want mine. And mine is not like that.
I wanted to get the front, but then they were like, no, if you get the front, like you definitely gonna get pulled over. And I was like, oh.
And then your car's black.
Exactly.
That's what even worse.
Yeah.
If it was a different color, then maybe.
Yes. But... So then when I did get the fix-it ticket, I went back and I was like, hey, can you? And he was like, I told you. I was like, just do it. Just leave me alone and just make the front brighter than the back. I'm like, I guess people can see me now.
I know a lot of people think that my tint in my car is really dark.
It looks like it, but when you really pay attention to it, it's not. Yeah.
I think it's just the color of my car.
Also, yeah, because it's so bright and that's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But hey, guys usually are the ones that have their cars really like tinted like that, and it's like, do y'all like not care? Do y'all just want to fix it? Like all these fix-it tickets and all, because I'm like, my little brother, he was telling me, he's like, because he wants to get a new car, and he's like, oh, he's like, if I do, he's like, I'm gonna tint it out and this and that. I'm like, you're dumb. And he was like, why not? I'm like, okay, you must be having all this money to throw just because. I'm like, what? No, you crazy.
That's why when you have your windows tinted, you have to crack your window.
Yeah.
So you can see through it. But anyways, yeah. But that's the little thing that we're.
That's the little drama of everything. That's what a day's worth was. I feel like that was a whole week right there. I had a lot of interaction with a lot of things happen to me. I'm like, dude, I'm not used to that. I don't ever have anything to talk about. It's usually I went to work and I went home. And that's that. And you know what's funny? Actually, I missed something else.
What?
At the gym, some guy, I really don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was just like trying to talk to, I don't know. But he literally was like, you look familiar. And I was like, don't, please. I literally went, nah. I was already done. I was about to leave. I just went to, because I brought in my wallet and my keys, obviously. So I had to go get them in the locker. And I was going towards there to come back, and he said some. He's like, because he kept looking at me, and then he was like, "You look familiar," and I don't know what he was gonna say. He said, "Do you?" And I said, "I don't look familiar. Your face doesn't look familiar. I gotta go. Can you please get out of my way?" And I walked away. I was like, don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk.
Dang.
I know. I sound so
I'm
mean.
I
sound so mean.
I talk to everybody.
I don't. And I don't want to talk to people. I'm like, oh my God. I feel like people think that I'm mean.
You're only mean when you don't know them, or not know them, but.
And it's not me being mean. I just don't want to get to know you. That sounds even worse. No, I'm socially awkward. That's what it is. And I want to avoid the awkwardness before we get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Everyone thinks that when I go talk to people, everyone thinks I'm flirting.
I know. I used to be like that.
Not. I'm literally I'm just talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm flirting with you, you would literally know I'm flirting with you.
I think it's just because, it's funny because I've been told before, it's like you're like, I feel like you're more of a social butterfly now. I used to be like that. I
think I'm a social butterfly.
I don't think you are either. I just think you're just, you just like to talk. That's it. You just like to talk to people, and that's it. There's a difference between being a social butterfly and then just you liking to talk, because you will say hi to someone. If we're walking by someone, you'll be like, hi, I'll be like, I'll nod. I'm not gonna say hi.
I don't know, maybe because it's just
what?
Sorry, I just wanted to see if it was still recording. That's all.
I need to stop looking at her because she be making these faces, and I'm like, I freak out, and I'm like, what's going on?
Everything is new today. That's why.
Oh.
Updated, this. Everything is just new.
Yeah,
it's not usually what we do.
Don't be like, what if I was talking to you and then I went, you're going to be like, well, what happened? Exactly. I'm going to start doing that now. Watch. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start being like, oh my God. And you're going to be like, oh my God. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, okay. Hi,
we're back. Of your medicine. I'm like, dude, my anxiety is always through the roof because I know there's always something that's gonna happen. So I'm like, I'm already, and you do it, and I'm like, please stop, please. I'm already. I know, like, I'm really trying freaking out,
and I know you've been noticing that I've been looking there.
Yes, and then that's why I keep looking, and I keep looking. We look at the different, whatever. I'm like, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. We're paranoid. We're just a little paranoid.
It's just we don't have our normal stuff
we
here today.
But I feel like we've talked a lot about nothing.
Yeah.
And I was about to say I wanted to talk about. I was like, no, that was not me. We wanted to talk about
friends of the opposite sex.
Woo! She nailed it. She was saying a whole bunch of other things earlier, and I was like, no, friends of the opposite sex. Yes, friends of the opposite sex. So me with another girl, right? Me being friends with another girl. I'm kidding. I mean,
I have friends of the opposite sex.
I have one.
But because I know I used to talk about it with like one of my exes. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you shouldn't have friends of the opposite sex. And yes, I get it. Like,
okay. This is gonna be a dilemma. I feel it. I already feel it.
It is. It really is, because sometimes I feel like no, it's there should not be. Okay, it's it can go both ways.
Okay, I feel like you're trying to put other people's in. Yeah. So okay, first. I feel like I need to ask you questions.
Because I'm like,
because you're just I want to spit out, and it's like, there's so much going on. I know. I can see everything going in your head. I know. I can see everything spinning. You're just like, I want this. I'm like, girl, relax.
Anyways,
calm down. Okay. So you mentioned that you've been told in previous relationships that
just one.
Okay, doesn't matter. Previous relationships that you've been told that you shouldn't have friends of the opposite sex. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just you, what do you think about having friends of the opposite sex? Good, bad? Does it affect? And then I want two different point of views. I want you single and you in a relationship.
Okay.
What do you think? Not what others, you.
I believe it's okay.
Okay.
To an extent, right?
Single and with a partner? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Only because it's like single? No, I guess not. Because who cares, right?
So it's okay.
No, actually, no, it depends. Because, okay, let's say you, right? Like, if you're single and I'm single, obviously it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But if you're in a relationship, I feel like of the opposite sex, you should have boundaries.
Okay.
I mean, we should all have boundaries regardless with anybody.
Yes.
With same or the opposite. But I don't think I think it's okay as long as you don't. If I was in a relationship, I think it's okay as long as you don't make me feel like there's an issue or there was something.
As in who? As in your friend or your partner?
My partner.
Okay.
Partner first. So, like I think it should be okay because I do believe, because before I used to not believe that the opposite sex can be friends. But now that I have a really close friend that's the opposite sex, I feel like we could. Because it's like, ew, no.
Never.
Yeah, like, ew.
Yeah.
But I believe that we could, as long as that you guys express, if you guys do have, something there or whatever, then obviously you guys can be friends because then you're always going to have that. Yeah.
Okay. So now you mentioned in previous relationships, you've been told that it's not okay.
Yeah.
Why? What was their reasoning?
I feel like they were just insecure.
Okay.
They were insecure. They would be like, oh, why are you in the car with them?
Why are you with them?
Yeah, why are you? It's like, it's not just me and him. There's other people there. But, I get it. Okay, I see. Whatever. But I feel like he thinks my friendliness is flirting. And I don't see that. And I guess at that time also is how I react when I see my friends. And how he thinks it's different when I react when I see him. But it's like different. I don't know. It's just, I guess it depends. To me, it's just boundaries for it with anybody.
Yeah. Okay, so now, let's say you were in a relationship, right? Let's say you're in a relationship with this person that told you not to be friends with whatever. And let's say, I don't know if then you were friends with the close person, the close guy you're friends with now. Let's say he would have said, you can't be friends with this person. What do you do in that case? Or how do you approach?
Well, at that time, I didn't even have to approach him because my partner already approached it to him. And then I didn't even know, right? Because I was like, why is he not talking to me right now? And I didn't know. And that's when I asked. It was a few days later. And I was like, what the?
Okay. Yeah, that's toxic.
And then the fact that, like, you knew them before we became an item, it's like, come on, dude. And it's like, you already knew what you were getting yourself into.
Toxic.
To me, it's like, if you already knew what you were getting yourself into and you knew what you were gonna deal with, then if you know you can't handle that, then don't move forward with it. At least that's just how I think. I mean, at that time, it was my mind, or my thinking wasn't
not to that point. At least. Yeah. So in my opinion, I think so. I like to believe that I'm one of the guys, right? I like to believe I'm one of the guys, even though I don't think so anymore. I low-key don't think so anymore. Like, I don't think so. I don't feel like, at least the way I've grown now to the person I am now, I don't think so. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I can still be one of the homies. Like, like it's fine. But I feel like now, if before I was very like closed off, very, I did think like a man. Like I was very, now I feel like if I were to have friends, like the friends I had then, they would treat me like a girlfriend, like not a girlfriend, but like a girl who's your friend, not one of the homies, So it's like, I know I can see the difference now, but I've always been more attracted with friends to men. I know that sounds weird, but I've connected more with guys than with girls. Always. I've always been the type of girl who's like, I can't have many girlfriends because I'm not like you guys, you know. I'm like, I'm not girly. I don't want to do the things you guys want to do. You a lot of the times girls is like, let's go to brunch. This is I'm like, nah, can we just go sit at a bar? Like, let's go sit at a bar and eat some fries and have a beer. Like, that's all I want to do, you know? So it's like, to me, it's like I've always kind of, you know, gone towards that more than, you know, than with girls, because girls is usually like, let's go have brunch, let's go to dinner, let's get cute drinks and this, and I'm like, I just want a beer and some fries, girl. Like, that's all I want, you know.
I mean, I have a friend like that too.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I feel like in that sense, and not just that, it's like I feel like a lot of girls, like what they talk about, I've never really been interested in talking about that. Like, it's like, oh my god, I met this guy and then and I'm just like, I hate men. I'm like, I don't care, you know. It's like, I don't know, I've always had that where it's like I don't have, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of friends, period, right? Because I feel like guys, you kind of like, you can kind of, it's easier for guys to kind of just like stop being your friend, because it's like then they'll come around, you know. It's a little different than girls. I feel like with girls you have to maintain the friendship, like if not, kind of it gets kind of hostile, it gets weird, and it's, I mean,
technically it shouldn't be there,
it shouldn't, but I feel like as women that's how it is. At least I've experienced that many times, times. So I'm like, so that's why I'm like, when
it's not a one-way street with...
Oh no, it's not the phone works both ways. The phone works for both of us. I mean, even though mine doesn't work sometimes, but you know, I still try. But no, so like, I think so. Okay, so going back, I've had really close guy friends, and I'm talking like best friends, right? And I was in a relationship, and my ex at the time, he was always like, and disclaimer.
Did you see how I look?
Hi. Number one fan / number one hater. Disclaimer, it's not who you think it is.
And they haven't known each other for that long.
Yeah, credit has to be given. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Credit has to be given to where credit belongs.
Okay, this is going to be the last time we ever bring her up.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm like, no, it's not, because it's gonna not like that. But she's not gonna get as much attention as right now. I just need to give that disclaimer because he said it was okay for me to say it. I've only known my boo-thang, who's not my boo-thang.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, shut up. But
sorry.
anyways, I haven't instigating, yeah, stirring the pots. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I haven't known him for that long. So it's like, this is
it's like the book of just part of your world.
Yeah, oh my god.
Girl,
stop.
read it.
Stop. Anyways, I'm over here like I'm gonna start like cheesing like crazy and blushing. Oh my god. Sorry, number one fan / number one hater. I just had to, you know, I'm gonna tell you, it's not him. This is my other ex. This is my big ex, okay? Like, no. Anyway, so when I was with him, he was very like insecure too. Like, he was always like, oh, why do you have guy friends? Why, you know, why aren't you friends with any other girls? And I'm like, because they don't like me.
And like, I do get it when guys think like, why do you only have guy friends? It's because I know, yes, guys always think all they want to do is
see, but
you know, and
I get it. But he had a very close girlfriend, like a girlfriend, and I'm like, so you think about doing what you think that me and my friends are gonna do to her? And he would be like, no, that's like my sister. I'm like, exactly, those are like my brothers, like they are my homies. Whenever you do some stuff that I need some advice to, I go to them. Like, I go to talk to you about, no, I go to them to talk to them about you, because
okay, now that you're mentioning that, hold on, now that you're mentioning that, I still feel that maybe, okay, I don't know how to say this, but I don't like when my partner talks to the opposite sex of our problems. Okay,
but that depends on what you're saying.
Yes,
it depends on what you're saying. I'm not saying like, oh, you know, I'm not going in deep either. Like, no. I feel like that, yes. I feel like in that sense, no.
It depends.
It depends. Obviously, it depends on the friendship.
Yeah,
and it depends on the situation. Yeah, it depends on the situation. So, like, with him, like, I would, because he would act like a certain way at times, and I would be like, hey, like, okay, I can't read this. Like, I can't read why he's acting like this. Can you, like, help me? Like, God, can you help me understand a guy's point of view on why, you know? That's literally all, like, I would do. I wouldn't go over there and be like, oh my God, so we're having this issue. No, it wasn't like that. It was never like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then plus, I don't really like airing my shit like that. Sorry. I don't really like putting my stuff out there like that when it comes to, like, friends, because then I feel like I'm a firm believer. Obviously, your friends are your friends, and they know your ins and outs of your life, of your situations, like of what you're going through, and I feel like you can vouch for this. But I also feel like your friends should not know your very personal problems in your relationship. Like if you're in an actual committed relationship, they should not know like the dirty laundry, like I'm saying, like the bad, because then I feel like they get this mentality and this thought about the other person. And 99% of the time, yes, things are bad, but they're not as bad as we're making it seem, because we're upset, because
I'm only smiling because I trust me, I know.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I at least for me, I like to give my partner that opportunity to have, I'm not saying like they have to be friends with my friends.
No,
but
I mean, I'm saying like, if you guys said something to each other, that should stay between you guys.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like fighting. So let's say if I have a boyfriend, me and my boyfriend are like in a fight, right? Like let's say, I don't know, he did something I didn't like.
Yeah.
And then I go and tell you, you're not gonna like him because of the way I told you what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I want my partner to have a fair shot, as in like for you to judge him for him.
Yeah.
Not because of what you've heard because of him. Yeah.
I want to judge him because of how I see him.
Yes, exactly.
Not because of what you're telling me.
Exactly. And that's one of the biggest things. So that's why whenever I have been in a relationship, I think the only time I didn't do that was with A. Mm-hmm. Right? Because A and B, because
that's so crazy.
That's so funny, I know. With A and B, because obviously things were a little, I got cheated on, and then I was the other woman unknowingly. Yeah, so I feel like that was a little different. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, if my friend hates you, there's a reason why, I'm like, there is a reason why they hate you. But in that case, like, okay, obviously it's different. But if I've ever been in relationships, like, yes, I'll say what what's bugging me, but I won't go to that person when I'm upset. Like I won't go to my friends and be like, oh my god, he just pissed me off because this isn't it, because then they'll be like, oh, like if that's it's like, well, now I have this bad taste because of this person. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I feel like in general,
I think also I think certain people you can say that to and they won't judge them for that. I mean,
just depends on your
I think it also depends.
person.
Yeah. Because I know I can do that. And I know there's like I don't want to say just one. I'm going to just say one. But I know one that would like straight judge them because of that.
I can do that too. It just depends on what you're telling me. Because if you're telling me that
obviously it depends,
homeboy
right?
is like cheating on you left and right and doing this and that, it's like, I go to war for my friends. I don't care.
Yeah.
I will I fight men for fun.
Stuff like that, yes, obviously, you know what I mean? Especially in that situation.
I don't think you caught what I said.
I did. No, I did. I just ignore it. Yeah.
Anyway,
But it's like, like in that case, in that scenario, yeah, obviously. Because,
yeah, of course.
Because I know.
Yeah, and it's like, that's your friend. It's like, of course, I don't want you to go through stuff like that. Yes, it's like
and we see it
exactly. So it's like we're not gonna go into detail because I'm like, I don't want to open that kind of worms. I'm like, I don't, because I already know I'm gonna get heated.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
but yeah, like that, it's different, right? And it's like, and of course, if you don't want your friends to dislike this person, then don't tell them.
Yeah,
what the big issue is, but. Going back to like friends and like guys and being friends with the opposite sex, I think yes, you can be, even if you are or you're not in a relationship. I feel like you can. It's like you said, you just have to have boundaries. You have to obviously, you guys have to be respectful with each other. Obviously, friends are friends, and it's gonna be like, hey, you bitch, hey, you hoe, like whatever. Because I'm like that. Like at least with guys, I'm like, I say out of pocket stuff, because it's like, you're a guy, I know you're gonna do the same thing right back to me. And it's like, I know with guys, I can joke around heavier the way I actually joke around, because they're not gonna take things to chest like a woman will, and I know that for a fact, because I've done that before. And I'm like, and I like to play that card too, like whenever I've had guy friends and they say something to me, I'll be like, damn, that's mean. And they'll be like, oh my god. And I'm like, I'm kidding, I really don't care, but it's like, I understand. But I feel like it goes back to like, one, your relationship with your partner and how open you are with them about person, right? And them knowing. And I feel like it also, so like, let's say if I had a boyfriend, and then let's say you were a guy, right? You're my best friend, you're a guy, and let's say me and my boyfriend started dating, and we were already friends for years, or we were already friends for a while, right? Clearly you're already in the picture. This person's just coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in order for them, so I like to
in order for your partner, or
in order for my partner to have that trust in me and to believe me when I'm saying like that's just my friend, we're just, whatever. I want them to like I want my partner to them to get to know each other, obviously, but no, I want my partner to see me around my friends so that they know what the deal is. You know, it's like I'm not gonna sit here.
And that's how I was with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how I was with him when I was with my partner, and it's like, come on, dude.
You're still gonna say, yeah. And I feel like, again, I get it. I feel like if your partner is insecure, if your partner does have
they're never gonna get anything.
No, not just that. It's like
head.
I feel like if they have those,
they're just nothing is gonna get through them.
Okay, yes and no. Yes and no. As a person who is insecure, as a person who has been there, I can tell you can get past that, but you just have to be very vocal with your partner. You have to be able to tell them, okay, this is bugging me, and tell them why this is bugging me.
Yes, you should. Yes.
Yeah, yes. And I know for a fact, as an insecure person, as someone who's, struggled with that, sometimes it's really hard for us to just even say, hey, that's bugging me. And then, because that's going to open a can of worms, it's going to be like, okay, so tell me what's bugging you. What is it? And for me, I just be
it's true, because I've been insecure. I mean, I'm still insecure. And I think I'm just at the point that it's like, I don't give up. Flying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But your insecurities are different than, I'm pretty sure you're not insecure in a relationship. I'm talking about in a relationship with opposite sex, having someone in the opposite sex. I've been there, and I've had it where I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of fishy. That's kind of this. And they'll be like, no, that's just like, like my sister, like this. And I'm like, okay. But then they'll ask, like, why are you insecure?
I was actually in one like that, but I'm not even getting into details of that. But
were you vocal about it?
I was. There was times that I was. Actually, no, I always was. And he just never took my shit into consideration.
And that's where I was going to. You didn't let me finish.
Sorry.
So that's where I was getting to. So it's like you need to be vocal with your partner, and your partner be able to reassure you of whatever's going on. Not just you telling your partner, hey, I'm insecure because of this, and then being like, okay, what am I going to do about it? Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is a red flag, and it's like, all right, bet. Peace out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I might love you. I might care for you. But if that's how you care about me acting, like telling you how I feel about whatever the situation is, I don't want to figure out anything else. It's like, because if not, actually Emma being Emma, I would probably be like, I bet I'm going to get a guy best friend and we'll see who gets hurt. And I know that's toxic, but I'm trying to be better. I wouldn't do that now. Now I would actually like be vocal, and depending on what happens, like, I'll go from there. But yeah, no, I feel like it just depends like how much your partner reassures you and how much they, how them setting the boundary too. You're and your best friend, like the guy best friend, like you guys hug and it's like a kiss on the cheek and this, and if me as your partner, I don't like that, and I tell you and you continue to do that, it's like,
okay, well, yeah,
you're being disrespectful.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now you don't care about my feelings.
Exactly. So I feel like that it's not just you being vocal, it's them reassuring you.
It's also communication and them actually comprehending what you're saying.
That part. Key word. Not just communication, because homeboy, I'm gonna call him homeboy because I don't want to put his name out there. But homeboy was like, oh yeah, our biggest issue was communication. No,
it's
communication and understanding. Not even like it's just you grasping what I'm telling you.
Yeah, because it's like I can communicate.
And if you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen.
Not even listen. It's you actually trying to understand and being in their shoe. It's comprehending what that is.
No, but when I say listen, is because sometimes you talk and they zone the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. Like, even listening to what I'm saying, it's like I'm not saying like I'm gonna be like, listen to me. No. I'm saying like, hear me out. Like, actually genuinely hear me out and understand what I'm saying. Like, it has to be both things. Like, communicate, but don't just like when your partner's sitting there telling you something, like just be like, okay.
And I think it also depends on the time too, because it's like if they're already pissed off or mad about something, I think it's like, I really don't care what you have to say.
Yeah. Oh my God. We can talk about that in another episode, because it's like, I feel like that's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, again, I think, yes, you can be friends with opposite sex, just setting boundaries and depending on, obviously, if you're in a relationship or not. how you go and approach and like how you move on with that, because it's like it's doable.
I think so. I mean, you just have to set your boundaries, and if you need to just respect yourself
And give
your partner,
give your partner the place that they deserve.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Put people where they belong, the category they belong in. You're my friend, and you're here. You're my partner, and you're here. And that's it. You can't cross. That's it. But yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a touchy. That's a touchy.
That's our take on that. I mean, I feel like there's a lot more, but yeah, we can end it here, I guess, because we gotta go.
Yes, we do.
But did you have anything else to say?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys come back. Hope you guys like this episode. I mean, we're kind of like all over the place, but whatever.
All over the place.
That's all the time. But anyways, hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and
share.
Hope you guys share. Oh, shit.
She always forgets one. She always says like, comment, subscribe, or she says like, comment, share, and I'm like, comment, subscribe, share.
And give us a 5-star on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
It's pending. It's pending.
There's a lot more to that.
Yes.
Anyways, well, hope to see you guys on the next file. Bye.